All right, Gene and Al, this is for the tag team titles held by the Delinquents. Last week we had the six-man tag team match, and after the match, the Power Crew made the challenge. The Delinquents, of course, accepted.
This is true, Dan, and Al, while you've been gone, APW, these two teams have ascended to be the top teams here in APW. They've swapped the titles back and forth.
Seems like the last time I was here, I saw these two tag teams wrestling in the opening match, and now they're main eventing. Both teams very much improved over the last year, as evidenced by the gold around the waist of the Juvenile Delinquents, and the Power Crew definitely wants the gold. And like you said, after that six-man tag team last week, which the Delinquents and their partner Chief J Eagle won, you'd have to say the advantage and the psychological edge is with them. They beat the Power Crew last week, and they're going to try and do it again.
And by the way, Gene, you've got to get to the bottom of that J Eagle situation. I hope this hour
we're going to have, we've made a decision on what to do with J Eagle, and we're going to announce that here later on.
You haven't consulted with me. I've got a few ideas on what to do with J Eagle. Of course, they involve my car and being him running over him with it.
Oh, well, I don't get into those issues. I only get into issues that involve American Pro Wrestling in the ring here. And the decision on my part is, am I going to reinstate Chief J Eagle to active duty?
All right, well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you tell me? Just tell me now so I know. I promise I won't tell anyone else.
Well, I cannot tell you, but I'll tell you here later on this hour here in American Pro Wrestling. I'll tell you that right now.
Big Head Scissors takeover on Big Bubba Brooks.
Well, this is going to be interesting. You know, the Juveniles do have the psychological edge. They have big edge due to what happened last week. Look at that fine body press by Easy Money. Stasiak saved the day.
That's the first time that sentence has been uttered in the annals of pro wrestling.
You like that, huh? Look at Brooks going to work here on Easy Money. To the outside. Look at Rip Rock out there. Stasiak!
Stasiak with about 270 pounds of a double axe handle off the ring apron.
I know Al gets you like that aggressiveness, don't you?
He does have a lot of fire and aggressiveness, something I haven't seen before from Stasiak. And look at this guy, Dash Riprock on the outside now, taking it to Easy Money. Talk about great tag teams. There's two in the ring, but we just heard from another one, the dynamic duo. And Gene, you told them that not only will they have to face Section 8 and Buckshot, but they're going to have to put that $10,000 on the line as well. That's big bucks.
That is. Well, you know, they didn't earn it. They got it from the Power Crew for turning on the Juveniles, so I'm ordering them to put that money on the line. Put their money where their mouth is.
I'll tell you what, the dynamic duo helping out the Power Crew to take out the Juvenile Delinquents, who are now facing the Power Crew. What a tangled web we weave here in American Pro Wrestling when everyone's going after those tag team titles.
That's true, and I'll tell you one thing, Al gets. The Juveniles are going to get their hands on the dynamic duo after they're done here with the Power Crew. You can rest assured of that.
In comes Nick Fury, leaping over the top rope and continuing to work over the left arm of Stasiak.
Fury with the arm wringer sends Stasiak into the turnbuckle, sort of like a spear.
Look at that spin kick by Fury.
Incredible velocity by Fury. Everything he does with such great force and power and speed that it really helps take on bigger men such as Stasiak and Brooks. And now the big one, Bubba Brooks, gets the tag, and in he comes.
500 pounds plus in the ring.
The delinquents are definitely
Did you
going
just say 500 pounds of pus?
Plus.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I stuttered. Very good, Al. You're observant.
Throwaway slam by the big man, and Fury in a world of hurt right now.
Look at Fury. He's getting beat up here pretty bad, Dan, here by Bubba Brooks. Hope we don't see that Bubba slam. Oh!
Belly-to-belly suplex. The delinquents have to avoid the power and the mass of Brooks. They have to work together and use their speed and agility to counteract the power crew.
Look at Brooks. What's he got here now? I can't tell from my vantage point what he's got on.
Classic David versus Goliath battle.
Boy, you got that right.
I tell you, there's nothing like American Pro Wrestling Friday nights in Chesney. Dan, have you ever experienced anything like APW wrestling?
No, I can honestly say that
it's a unique experience.
That's because you're a virgin.
Well, once again, we want to say hello to all of our friends watching us on Chesney Communications, Channel 3, Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. You can check American Pro Wrestling out every night on Chesney Communications.
We'll be losing that channel in the near future.
We may be, who knows?
Also, don't forget to watch us on WHKY, Channel 14 out of Charlotte, North Carolina. The only wrestling television program worth a darn on Channel 14 in Hickory and Charlotte.
Well, those opinions are of Al Getz.
Darn tootin' they are. Illegal tags by the power crew. And you know, the thing is, these guys don't need to do that. They're a good team. They don't need to be sneaking in and out behind the referee's back.
Well, that's the influence of Rip Rock. That's the influence of the manager. He feeds that.
I tell you, managers are no good. All managers should be banned if you ask. Wait a second.
But you're a manager.
You're a manager.
Well, except me, because I'm a good one.
Oh, okay.
And you know, usually you like this type of style these guys are doing. What's up with you?
Just heaved him halfway across the ring onto the waiting knee of Stasiak.
Have you seen the light Al gets?
Have I seen the light? I wouldn't say I've seen the light. I've just, you know, been doing some thinking.
Okay.
He's twisted, Gene.
He is.
He changes his mind almost like
sunset flip. There's a cover. Kick out. Duck that clothesline.
Explosive sweeping sidekick by Fury, but it took what little he had left out of him. Unable to just go the inches that he's going to need to make a tag to Easy Money. Here he goes. Tag made. Easy Money coming in.
Easy Money going to work here on Stasiak. Got a stunner hit, Dan.
The toll of the battle taken in on both teams.
Spin kick by Easy Money. Here's a cover. 1, 2. The kick out. Action's been fast and furious here.
Stasiak realizing those tag team titles may soon be slipping out of reach if he doesn't do something and do it fast. Tag made to Bubba.
And Big Bubba Brooks tags in. That's close to 500 pounds, like Gene said. You got to look out for that.
Well, you got that right.
Yeah, of course, because that's the size of Gene's girlfriend. And you know you got to look out for that.
Well, it's $4.95. It's close. Oh!
No, that's what you paid for it.
Oh, gosh. Where'd you find this guy, Dan?
I didn't invite him up here this week, Gene. I mean,
that's true. He is a guest of American Pro Wrestling this week, so we have to talk to him. Look at Brooks! Easy Money got out of the way.
No one home and 500 pounds of impact now on
Look
the
at
floor.
this! Oh! It's all over. 1, 2. Well, Brooks got the shoulder up.
Oh, almost had him. We were talking earlier about how very few people have pinned Bubba Brooks. Easy Money so close to adding his name to the list.
It's Fury with the front splash. And referee Thomas Swafford is distracted by Rip Rock.
Stasiak with the umbrella, Gene.
Stasiak working on everybody with that umbrella. Fury's out. Brooks is on top. 1, 2, 3. It's all over.
Referee Thomas Swafford never saw the
saw it.
Never saw the hijinks.
Well, get the power crew done again. Power crew with winning those tag team titles, but not without some chicanery, some skullduggery, if you will. The umbrella, one of the most feared weapons in South Carolina. Of course, the most feared being a can of deodorant.
Well, that's true. But the Power Crew once again have done it, Dan. This is not good for APW.
Not good for the juvenile delinquents. Power Crew have been doing whatever it takes to knock the juvenile delinquents down, from paying off the dynamic duo to that six-man tag last week, and finally this week they get what they've been after for a long time.
Well, Dan, no beef this time. They won it legally in the ring. You got to give them their due.